Hello everyone, hope all of you are fine. I'm Devdeep Ghosh. I've got more than 12 years of experience into campus hiring from all levels of engineering colleges across the country and for major, medium to large corporates on a pan-India scale. I've done an executive program in human resources management from IIM Calcutta, prior to which I completed full-time MBA in HR and BBA honors in e-business from ICFI and Vishwabharat universities respectively. At the same time, I have also completed a business English certification from the University of Cambridge, London. Being a continuous learner, I have done multiple certifications, attended many workshops, and have been doing and have completed quite a few number of courses within my area of interest, that is human resources management. Over the years, I have worked in multiple roles, and with time, my roles have evolved from managing recruitment operations and joining to managing campus interviews across the country, to finally heading the assessment and training team, to deciding the testing parameters required for campus hiring for engineering talents. With all those experience, I would like to send some message to this great platform mycoolguru.com to the fresh and young graduates passing out from various engineering colleges. Many of you have already got an offer letter and are eagerly waiting for the date of joining. And still, many of you are yet to get your first offer letter. We all know that COVID-19 has affected our lives like never before, and we are locked down at our homes, feeling uncertain about the future. But friends, COVID-19 has unlocked many opportunities for us too. Especially for the youngsters like you, it has opened up a door of treasure. Would you agree with me? Friends, the costliest resource in this world is time. We always had some complaints of not having enough time for doing something. If you want to know the value of time, ask a military person. He will tell you how a nanosecond matters between life and death. Ask a student who has scored very good marks in his exam, but for few marks he was unable to be the topper. अगर थोड़ा सा और टाइम मिल जाता. Friends, we all get same amount of time. It is up to us how do we utilize it. Yes, I understand emergency situations might arise and do arise, but overall, if you can manage your time well, you can manage your life well. So friends, don't be depressed. Utilize this period to do the things which you have always wanted to do. Read some good books, do some online courses, learn something new, harness your hobbies. Overall, give quality time to yourself, practice meditation, do exercise regularly, and try to develop some life-changing habits for yourself. Since we are constantly in touch with the hiring managers of mostly all corporates, I can tell you, students who have got offer letters, especially from the product companies, need not be worried, since most of these companies are eagerly waiting to take you on board as soon as the situation normalizes. Candidates who have got offer letters from the consulting companies or the non-product companies or the bulk hirers need not be depressed as well, since many of these organizations have already declared to honor all the offers made from their end. But yes, the joining may get delayed since they are making the joining in batches. I know a few companies which have already started onboarding candidates to the online mode, wherein they are giving the candidates some projects which they need to do from their home. For the students who are still waiting for their first job offer letter, or in case your offer letter has been dishonored for that matter, please do not be depressed, as the situation will be bright soon. After every dark night there is sunshine. See, COVID-19 or any other's worse to worse situation might arise, and that will pass too. But whether you are prepared to grab the first ever opportunity coming your way, that is why I say, utilize this period to learn something new, learn something more related to your field of study. If you are wanting to work in an organization or have dreams to reach a particular position in the organization, the trick is to study the organization in details. Now here, apart from just googling about the organization, I would strongly recommend a few things. Number one, make a great elevator speech for yourself. By elevator speech, I mean introducing yourself with your intent within 30 seconds to your interviewer or to any potential person for that matter. Number two, create a complete LinkedIn profile with all your details and a professional photograph. Number three, study the profile of the people who are already working in those organizations of your interest. See what qualifications they have, what certifications they have done. Prepare accordingly. Try to network with them. You might get some very important information regarding the culture of the organization and also about the kind of questions being asked during the interview. And who knows, you might also get some references. We all know most of the organization prefers to hire candidate based on the references of their present employees. Number four is to create a video resume. I would suggest to create multiple video resumes focusing on your different skill sets and choosing wisely based on the organization and the position being applied for. Here also I would like to mention something very important. Friends, it all starts with your email address. Your email address should not be something like cooldaddy123. Ideally, an email address should reflect your name and your profession. For example, my email address is devdeep_hr@something.com. So I can use this particular email address for the rest of my life. So choose your email address wisely. Second is your social media behavior. Trust me guys, every upload, like, comment, share or even any page you visit, with everything you are creating a digital footprint and everything is traceable. I know many organizations who are giving very much weightage into the social media behavior of a future hire. So choose your social media behavior wisely. Ideally, you should have three email addresses. The one which you are using in your smartphone. The second with which you are logging into the social media account. See, you should not be using the same email address as your smartphone into social media for security reasons. And the third with which you will be doing all official communication. Now, if you cannot restrict your own social media behaviors, I would strongly suggest to have two social media accounts, especially two Facebook accounts. One with which you log in with your personal email ID and you keep it only for your friends. Keep it locked for friends only. With the other one you use with a professional photograph, use it for professional purposes only. Because whenever any organization would, whenever you put a CV through with any organization, you don't know if the organization will check your social media accounts. So if you send a CV to an organization, the same email ID, the organization will try to check with the same email ID your social media accounts. So if they find anything offensive, anything vulgar, then your chances of selection gets lowered. So it is always suggested that you use it's not that you will not use the same account for social media, but rather create a social media account which looks very professional with the same email ID which you are using for professional communication. Okay. Also, get used to different webinars and video conferencing apps. Practice mock interviews with your friends and seniors in different video conferencing apps. It will help you be getting familiar with most of the apps, as different companies are using different apps for the video interview. While the interview, maintain few things. Number one is a username which you create should be a professional one. The profile picture which you are giving should look professional. Wear formals during the interview and avoid the temptation of wearing a jeans or a shorts along with that. If you are dressed properly, it will give you an added confidence. At the same time, be careful about the background. The background should be as noiseless as possible. At the same time, which I've observed that the candidates are giving the interviews mostly from their bedrooms. What is happening is that the interviewer is having a look at their bed or maybe an unorganized study table. This certainly is not giving a very good impression about you. Many companies are giving internship opportunities. Look for that. Send a message to the hiring manager about your interest of doing an internship. Actually, you see, it is a hack, as internship interviews are much easier to crack than the job interviews. So walk in as an intern, work hard, even if that is unpaid. That will help you. Do some online courses based on your interest. Remember, the world will never be the same in the post-COVID era, and few skills are going to be very important, rather life-changing, like digital marketing, search engine optimization, video editing, etc. Convert your hobbies into part-time profession. I know a medical student producing root hormone tablets for potted plants and is earning huge. If you play guitar, market yourself to take online guitar classes. I'm having a hobby of raising birds. During the lockdown, I planned to do it on a business point of view and have been successful. Overall, I hope all of you have liked this video and have got benefited from here. I wish you all a very best of luck and hope to meet you soon. Thank you.